Okay, picture this. It's 1 a.m., I'm sitting at my desk with a half-empty coffee cup, my bank balance looking like a bad joke, and an idea pops into my head so crazy it might just work. What if I ask ChatGPT to make me $10,000, as fast as possible? No long business plans. No investors. No complicated startup nonsense. Just me, my laptop, and a chatbot that I hoped had read enough of the internet to spit out a money-making miracle. Now, part of me was half expecting it to reply with something like, "Why don't you become a TikTok influencer?" But instead, it did something better. It gave me a full-fledged strategy to start a real online business, one that could scale, earn money passively, and grow even while I slept. That's when things got interesting. Let's rewind a bit. For most of us, making money online sounds like a Hollywood plot. Everyone's either selling a secret formula or promising overnight success that somehow involves you buying their $297 course. But I didn't want that. I wanted to test something real, replicable, and efficient, something that could teach not only how to earn money once, but how to build systems that earn repeatedly. So I typed the simplest prompt ever. ChatGPT, make me $10,000 as fast as possible, legally. And yes, I added the word legally because, well, I know the internet. Within seconds, lines of text started appearing, and it felt like watching futuristic magic unfold, like having the world's fastest business consultant in my pocket. The first thing ChatGPT said shocked me. It didn't send me to crypto trading, dropshipping, or any hot and cold gig trend. It said, build an online business around searchable, evergreen content. The internet rewards scalability, not speed. Interesting, right? Then it suggested something so simple, I almost laughed. Start a recipe website. A recipe website? At first, I thought, great, out of all the ideas in the universe, AI thinks I should write about lasagna. But as I read further, it actually made sense. Because, let's face it, people are never going to stop eating. And the recipe industry, believe it or not, is worth billions. Sites like allrecipes.com and Tasty earn ridiculous amounts of money every single day through ads, affiliate links, and brand partnerships. And here's the best part, they don't need to ship products, manage warehouses, or deal with customer complaints. They just own traffic. Traffic equals eyeballs. Eyeballs equal revenue. Suddenly, the pizza-sounding idea started looking more like a billion-dollar slice. So I decided to play along. Following ChatGPT's directions felt a bit like being handed a treasure map drawn by a robot. Step 1, choose a niche inside the recipe world that's not too crowded, but still has hungry readers. Pun totally intended. We brainstormed together, vegan diets, easy 5-ingredient meals, budget cooking for students, healthy European breakfast recipes, hundreds of ideas. I picked one that combined simplicity and search demand, quick European family recipes under 30 minutes. It sounded relatable, scalable, and friendly. Next, ChatGPT walked me through picking a hosting platform. Now, before this point, I had no clue what hosting really meant. I always imagined it was something only tech wizards or caffeine-fueled developers cared about. But AI explained it simply, if a website is your house, hosting is the land you build it on. So we set up with an affordable provider. I used a basic WordPress plan that cost less than a coffee a day, cheaper than Netflix, and it actually had the chance to make money instead of just eating my time. Within an hour, I had something real, a website skeleton, live on the internet with an address that said, "Hey world, I exist." No coding needed, no brain-melting setups. Just click, connect, publish. At this point, the excitement kicked in. I felt like a digital pioneer, building a new empire from my kitchen table. Except, instead of pickaxes and gold dust, I had text prompts and templates. Then came the fun part, content creation. ChatGPT didn't just come up with topics. It literally generated full step-by-step recipe articles, SEO optimized for traffic. It even suggested catchy titles like, "The 5-minute Italian breakfast you'll actually have time for. Budget-friendly dinners Europeans swear by." I checked a few with fact verification tools, added my tone, edited a bit for personality, and suddenly I had 10 solid articles ready to post. Each recipe was paired with helpful cooking tips, ingredient substitutes, and a sprinkle of storytelling, because let's be honest, if you want people to read a recipe online, you need to give them more than boil water, add pasta. This is where the fusion of human creativity and AI logic becomes magic. I handled authenticity and personality, ChatGPT handled structure and efficiency. Together, we were fast, and surprisingly effective. Once the site had content, ChatGPT's next advice was revenue. It broke down how recipe websites make money. Display ads, platforms like Google AdSense pay you every time someone views or clicks ads on your site. Affiliate marketing, recommending products and getting a small commission when readers buy through your link. Email lists, building a loyal audience who can later be offered premium content or useful products. I didn't need to create anything to sell right now. My focus was to get traffic first, money second. Because traffic is leverage, and leverage is what makes online income scale. So we began targeting low competition keywords. That's just a fancy way of saying we picked topics people search for a lot, but not many websites write about. Phrases like easy Danish breakfast ideas or quick Greek family dinners. Content plus keyword research plus consistency equals money. Simple. Mathematical. No luck involved. Let's pause here for a reality check. I know what some of you are thinking, a recipe website. That's not going to make $10,000 overnight. And you'd be right. But here's the twist, we weren't chasing overnight. We were building a machine. Every quality article we posted became a micro-asset, like owning a tiny digital piece of real estate that earns rent from page visitors. 10 articles make 10 rent checks. 100 make a small property empire. And here's the beauty, unlike real property, your digital buildings don't need plumbing, insurance, or late-night tenant texts about broken heating. They just sit there, 24 hours a day, earning clicks, impressions, and affiliate commissions. That's automation. That's freedom. After a few weeks, something incredible happened. The analytics dashboard lit up, small, but bright. Real people from Sweden, Germany, Ireland were reading my recipes. Actual traffic from search engines. That first trickle of visitors feels like watching seeds sprout through the soil. Slow, delicate, but alive. Then came my first ad payment. $10. Tiny, right? But it felt enormous. Because it wasn't about the number, it was proof. The system worked. This wasn't theory. It was revenue, small but real, generated by a website coded in part by ChatGPT's brain. From that moment, I began scaling. More content. Better keywords. Email sign-ups. Pinterest boards linking back to posts. Within months, revenue multiplied. And while I haven't hit the full $10,000 yet at that stage, I had built something more valuable, an engine that could. It grows as I nurture it. It's scalable, sellable, and sustainable. No luck, no crazy tech genius moments, just application, consistency, and leverage. Now, let's step back from recipes for a second. Because this isn't a story about cooking. This is about how the internet, combined with AI, has shifted the financial power curve away from big corporations and back toward normal people willing to learn. You don't need to be an elite investor in Zurich, or a coding prodigy in London, or a marketing expert in Lisbon. You just need curiosity and action. ChatGPT gave me the framework, but you could take the same principles and apply them anywhere. Build a blog, YouTube channel, or e-commerce store around long-term demand. Use AI to produce efficiently, but polish it with your voice. Monetize through systems that don't depend on your direct labor hours. And most importantly, build something once that pays you 100 times. That's how modern wealth really works. Not all-nighters. Not digital snake oil. But systems that scale. Picture it like this. Each online post is a digital employee that doesn't sleep, complain, or need coffee. You hire as many as you want, and they quietly work for you around the clock. AI doesn't replace ambition, it multiplies it. So instead of spending nights scrolling social media watching other people build wealth, maybe spend one creating something your future self will thank you for. Because that's what this experiment taught me, abundance isn't about chances, It's about choices. Fast forward to today, and that AI-built site continues to grow quietly. It's scheduled, automated, and ready to scale into other niches later: home decor, productivity tips, travel on a budget, all based on the same framework ChatGPT built. The question isn't, can AI make you money? It's, will you use it seriously enough to let it? Because here's the secret most people miss. The opportunity isn't that ChatGPT writes text. The opportunity is that it eliminates excuses. You no longer need a team, an office, or fancy tools. You just need to start. And once you do, the ball keeps rolling faster, smoother, more efficiently each month. Eventually, yes, my website crossed into thousands of monthly visits and consistent ad revenue. And the $10,000 goal? It no longer sounded crazy. It sounded small. Because after building one successful system, you just copy the formula. Replicate, refine, repeat. Each project becomes another stream, another pebble that turns into a waterfall. You don't chase jackpots anymore, you engineer streams of income that collectively create the lifestyle you want. And that's when wealth stops being stress and becomes strategy. Here's the most powerful takeaway of them all. You don't need to be lucky. You don't need connections. You don't even need much startup money. You just need to create value, consistently, using the tools the world already gave you. Whether your niche is recipes, travel, tech, or finance, AI lets you move at lightning speed. It's your assistant, not your replacement. The more you educate it about your goals, the more specific and effective it becomes. The future is not about who works hardest. It's about who works smartest with the smartest tools. So ask yourself, if a humble text box on your screen could coach you into building a real business, what excuse remains? You could spend the next week watching videos about people making money online, or you could spend one night building page number one of your own empire. Start small, stay consistent, and watch how small sparks become roaring bonfires. Because it's no longer about timing the market. It's about building in it. If this story teaches anything, it's that AI isn't just changing industries, it's leveling them. Giving ordinary people extraordinary leverage. And that's what financial independence looks like in the new age, a mix of creativity, automation, and realism, all guided by simple tools anyone can access. When I asked ChatGPT to make me $10,000, I expected a shortcut. Instead, it gave me a structure, one I could repeat endlessly. Money comes and goes. But systems stay. So here's my quiet advice to end this story. Don't chase miracles. Build mechanisms. Don't look for luck. Create leverage. And above all, remember this: the next big opportunity isn't waiting for you in some secret investment tip. It's already in your hands, right there in that screen. The only question left is, what will you ask for next? This is Finance with Sonia, reminding you that smart action beats blind luck every single time. Keep building, keep learning, and never stop creating your own financial story.
This journey is built on strategy, consistency, and value. If my content helps you grow financially, there's a PayPal link in the description. It's not about the amount, it's the support that counts. Every bit fuels more value. Let's build wealth together.